Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I want to sit with you for a moment. Just you and me. No pressure, no tests. I want to talk about something that scares many people. Learning English like a native, not like a student. Not like someone who memorizes words and then forgets them the next day, but like someone who feels the language, who breathes it, who dreams in it without even knowing. You have been trying for so long. I know. And maybe you still feel stuck. Maybe you still feel like an outsider. Let's change that today. Slowly, quietly, together. Tip 1. Stop fighting the sound. Let me ask you something. When you hear English, what happens inside you? Do you feel your body get tight? Do you feel your brain start to run? Do you try to catch every single word like it is a race? Most people do that. They hear English and they panic. They think, I must understand everything. So they fight the sound. They try to hold it. They try to translate it. And after a few seconds, they are exhausted. Their head hurts. And they still do not understand. But here is the truth. You do not need to understand every word, not even close. A native speaker does not understand every word either. They miss things. They get lost. They ask people to repeat. That is normal. That is human. So let's try something different. Next time you hear English, do not fight it. Just let the sound touch you, like rain. You do not try to catch every raindrop. You just feel the rain on your skin. Some drops are big, some are small, some you feel, some you do not. But you are still in the rain. You are still there. That is enough. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine someone speaking English. Maybe a voice from a video. Maybe a song. Do not try to understand the words. Just listen to the music of the voice. The way it goes up and down. The way it stops for a breath. The way it speeds up and then slows down. That is the rhythm. That is the heartbeat of the language. And your heart can learn to beat with it. If you stop fighting. Here's a small practice. Every day, find 2 minutes of English. Just 2 minutes. It can be a commercial. It can be someone talking on the street. It can be a short cartoon. Do not try to understand. Just listen like you listen to the wind. Let the sounds move through you. Do this for 1 week, and you will notice something strange. The sounds will start to feel familiar, like a song you have heard before. That is the beginning. That is the door. Tip 2. Let yourself sound strange. This is hard. I know. You want to sound correct. You want to sound like the people on TV. You want to open your mouth and have perfect words come out. But that is not how any human learns. Not you, not me. Not the most fluent English speaker in the world. Think about a small child. When they learn to talk, they sound very strange. They say, me want cookie instead of I want a cookie. They say, I runned instead of I ran. They say, foots instead of feet. And what do the parents do? Do they get angry? Do they say, that is wrong, do not speak again? No. They smile. They understand. They say, oh, you want a cookie? Here you go. Because they know the child is learning. They know the strange sounds are the sounds of growing. So why are you not that kind to yourself? Why do you expect your English to be perfect when no child's first words were perfect? Let me tell you a secret. Even native adults sound strange sometimes. They forget the name of something. They say thingy or whatchamacallit. They start a sentence and then change it in the middle. They say, I was going to... let me start over. That is real English. Real English is messy. Real English is full of pauses and corrections and small mistakes. And no one cares, because everyone is too busy thinking about their own words. So let yourself sound strange. Practice alone, in your room, in the car, in the shower. Say a sentence that is wrong on purpose. Say, yesterday I go to park. Say it out loud. Then laugh. Then say it correctly. Yesterday I went to the park. Do this every day. You are teaching your mouth to move without fear. You are telling your brain, it is safe to be wrong. And when it is safe, you will try more. And when you try more, you will learn faster. Tip 3. Stop translating inside your head. This is the biggest wall, the biggest problem. The thing that makes you feel slow and tired and stupid. But you are not stupid. You are just translating. And translating is like running in water. It takes so much energy, and you still do not move fast. Here is what happens. Someone says, "Good morning" in English. Your brain hears it. Then your brain goes to your language. It says, "What does that mean in my language?" Then it finds the words. Then it thinks of an answer in your language. Then it translates that answer back to English. Then you say, "Good morning." But by then, the person has already said 2 more sentences. You are behind, you are lost, and you feel terrible. Let's break that cycle. How? By connecting English words directly to pictures, to feelings, to memories, not to other words. Let me give you an example. The word apple. Do not think of the word in your language. Instead, see a red apple in your mind. See its shape, its shine. Imagine biting into it. Hear the crunch. Taste the sweet and sour. That is the meaning. That is the real word. The English word apple is just a sound that points to that picture. So when you hear apple, go straight to the picture. Skip your language completely. This takes time. At first, your brain will want to translate. That is okay. Do not get angry. Just catch yourself. Say, I am translating again. Then take a breath and try again. Just see the picture. Here is an exercise. Look around you right now. Find 5 things: a door, a window, a shoe, a cup, a light. Say each word in English slowly. And while you say it, close your eyes and see that thing. Do not say the word in your language. Just see the thing. Door, see the door. Window, see the window. Do this 10 times every day. After 2 weeks, your brain will start to make new paths, direct paths, English to picture. And one day, you will hear a word and understand it without any translation. And you will feel free. Tip 4. Make English part of your quiet life. Most people think you need to study English at a desk, with a book, with a teacher, with a special time. But that is not how natives learned. Natives learned while eating breakfast, while playing in the mud, while fighting with their brother, while being bored on a rainy afternoon. English was never a subject. English was just life. So let's bring English into your quiet life, not into your study time, into your living time. Start with the morning. When you wake up, do not check your phone. First, say one thing in English to yourself. It can be very small. I am awake. I am tired. Today is a new day. Say it out loud. Your voice does not have to be perfect. You just need to hear yourself speaking English in the quiet of the morning. Then, when you make your tea or coffee, say what you are doing. I am pouring water. I am putting sugar. I am stirring. These are simple sentences, but they are your sentences. They are about your life, and that makes them powerful. While you eat, try to name 3 things on your plate: bread, cheese, tomato. Do not worry about grammar. Just name them. You are building a habit. The habit of being with English. Change your phone to English. Yes, I know it feels scary, but do it. You will press the wrong buttons. You will get lost. That is fine. That is learning. Your brain will figure out that settings means the place where you change things. Notifications means the little messages that pop up. Battery means the power left. You are not studying these words. You are meeting them every day. And after a week, they will feel normal. Also, listen to English while you do boring things, while you clean the floor, while you wash dishes, while you wait for the bus. Do not sit and try to understand. Just let the words play like background music. Your brain is always listening, even when you are not paying attention. Scientists call this passive listening. I call it learning while living. And it works. One day you will hear a word you never studied, and you will understand it, and you will not know how. That is the magic. Tip 5. Do not be afraid of forgetting. This is a big one. Many people stop learning because they forget. They learn a word on Monday. They feel proud. On Wednesday, they try to say the word, and it is gone. They feel like a failure. They think, why do I even try? And sometimes, they stop. But forgetting is not failure. Forgetting is part of remembering. Let me explain. Think of your memory like a path in a forest. The first time you learn a word, you make a small path. It is thin. It is easy to lose. When you forget the word, the path grows grass. It disappears a little. Then you learn the word again. You walk the path again. This time, the path gets a little wider, a little clearer. You forget again. The path gets grass again, but not as much. Then you learn again. The path becomes wider and wider, until one day, it is a road you cannot lose. That word is now yours. So every time you forget, you are actually building a stronger road. But only if you come back. Only if you try again. So do not be angry when you forget. Do not say, I am so stupid. Say, I forgot. That means I need to walk the path again. Then look the word up. Say it 5 times. Write it on your hand. Put it on your fridge. Let it come back. And when it comes back, it will stay a little longer. Natives forget words too. Every single day. They stop in the middle of a sentence and say, what is that word again? They say, it is on the tip of my tongue. They ask their friend, the thing you open a bottle with? That is normal. That is human. So let yourself forget. And then, let yourself remember again. That is the rhythm of real learning. Tip 6. Learn sentences, not single words. Most people study vocabulary lists. They write apple, banana, car, house, happy, sad. And then they try to remember each word alone. But words do not like to be alone. They are lonely by themselves. They want to live inside sentences, inside stories, inside feelings. Think about the word run. By itself, it is just a sound. But put it in a sentence, and it comes alive. I run every morning. That is a habit. She runs away from her problems. That is a feeling. The water runs cold. That is a description. The same word. 3 different lives. You cannot know a word until you see it in its home. And its home is a sentence. So here is what you can do. When you learn a new word, find a sentence that means something to you. A sentence that connects to your life. For example, if you learn the word peace, do not just write peace. Write, I feel peace when I sit by the window. That sentence has your life in it. It has your feeling. It has a picture. And because it is yours, you will never forget it. Collect sentences like you collect photos. Sentences that make you smile. Sentences that make you think. Sentences that you wish someone would say to you. Write them in a small notebook. Or in your phone. Read them before you sleep. Say them out loud in the morning. These are not just words. These are pieces of your future English self. And when you speak, do not try to build sentences word by word. That is like building a wall brick by brick while someone is talking to you. It is too slow. Instead, learn whole sentences, whole chunks. How are you? I am fine, thank you. What do you think? I don't know. These are not grammar exercises. These are tools, and the more tools you have, the easier it is to build anything. Tip 7. Talk to yourself like a kind friend. I know this sounds strange. You might think, talking to myself? That is crazy. But every native speaker talks to themselves. Inside their head. Out loud when no one is watching. In the car. In the shower. While cooking. It is how we practice. It is how we try new words without fear. It is how we rehearse conversations before they happen. So let's do this. Every morning, stand in front of the mirror. Look at your own eyes. And say one thing about your day. Today, I will drink coffee. Today, I feel a little tired. Today, I want to learn one new word. It does not matter what you say. What matters is that you say it. Out loud, to yourself. And when you make a mistake, do not say, I am so stupid. Do not hit your head. Do not give up. Say what a kind friend would say. That was a good try. You are learning. Let me try again. Be the friend you wish you had, because if you are not kind to yourself, you will stop trying, and stopping is the only real failure. You can also keep a small voice diary. Every night, take your phone and record 1 minute of English. Just talk about your day, what you ate, what you felt, what made you laugh, what made you sad. Do not worry about mistakes. Just talk. Then listen to the recording the next day. You will hear your own voice. You will hear your own progress. Maybe you will hear a mistake. That is okay. Say, I see it. Then record again the next day. Over time, you will hear yourself improve. And that will give you more hope than any textbook. Tip 8. Watch the same thing again and again. Most people watch something in English once. Then they move to something new. They think, I already saw that. I need something different. But that is not how natives learn. Natives watch the same shows again and again. They listen to the same songs again and again. They read the same books again and again. Because repetition is the mother of fluency. Think about a song you love in your own language. You have heard it maybe 100 times. You never studied the words. You never made flashcards. But you know every word. Why? Because you listened again and again. The same sounds, the same rhythm, the same melody. Your brain got used to it. And one day, you were singing along without thinking. The same thing can happen with English. But you have to stop jumping to new things. Pick one short video, maybe 5 minutes long, maybe a scene from a movie you love, maybe a short story on YouTube. Watch it once with subtitles in your language. Just understand the story. Watch it again with English subtitles. Read along. Watch it a third time with no subtitles. Just listen. Watch it a fourth time while you cook. Let the sounds play in the background. Watch it a fifth time before you sleep. By the fifth time, you will understand almost everything. Not because you are smart, because your brain got used to the same sounds, again and again. And here's the magic. After you do this with one video, the next video will be easier, and the next will be even easier, because your brain is learning how to listen, not just to words, to the music of English. So be boring. Watch the same thing 10 times. Listen to the same podcast episode every day for a week. Read the same page of a book every morning. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is the door to freedom. Tip 9. Feel the emotion before the word. This is a little different. But stay with me. Most people think about words first. They think, what is the word for this? Then they say the word. But that is backwards. Natives feel first. Then the word comes. Let me explain. When a native is angry, they do not search for the word angry. They feel the heat in their face. They feel their hands tighten. They feel the pressure in their chest. And then, the word angry comes out naturally, because the word lives inside the feeling. So when you practice English, practice with emotion. Do not say, I am happy, like a robot. First, feel happy. Remember something that made you laugh. Feel the smile on your face. Then say, I am happy. The words will be real. People will feel your happiness. And your brain will remember the word better because it is connected to a real feeling. Try this with different emotions. Say good morning like you are really happy to see someone. Say I am tired like you really want to sleep. Say no like you really mean it. Say thank you like you are truly grateful. Say sorry like you really feel bad. The same words, but completely different power. Because emotion is the engine of language. This also helps you understand others. When someone speaks English to you, do not just listen to the words. Listen to their voice. Is it high or low, fast or slow? Does it sound happy or sad? That is the real message. The words are just the surface. The feeling is the deep water. And when you learn to feel the deep water, you will understand English even when you miss some words. Tip 10. Make mistakes on purpose. This is a strange tip, but it works. And it is fun. Go somewhere safe. Your room, your bathroom, your car. Anywhere you are alone. And make mistakes on purpose. Say, I go to store yesterday. Say it loud. I go to store yesterday. Then correct yourself. I went to the store yesterday. Say, she have a cat. Then correct yourself. She has a cat. Say, they was happy. Then correct yourself. They were happy. Why do this? Because most people are so afraid of mistakes that they never practice. They stay silent. They wait until they are perfect. But perfect never comes. So they wait forever. And they never speak. But if you make mistakes on purpose, you take away the fear. You say to yourself, I am the boss of my mistakes. I choose to make them. And I choose to fix them. After a few days of this, you will not be so afraid anymore, because you will see that mistakes do not kill you. The earth does not open up. No one laughs, because no one is there. And slowly, you will feel braver. Then one day, you will make a real mistake in a real conversation. And instead of freezing, you will say, I know that one. Let me try again. And you will correct yourself, and the other person will respect you. Because they see someone who is not afraid to be wrong. Someone who is learning. Someone who is real. Tip 11. Listen to how natives shorten words. Natives do not say every letter. They take shortcuts. They blend words together. They drop sounds. This is not bad English. This is natural English. This is how people actually talk when they are relaxed. Let me give you examples. Going to becomes gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Let me becomes lemme. Give me becomes gimme. Do not know becomes dunno. But careful. In the phrase I do not know, we write it as I don't know. That is the only exception. The shortcut dunno is spoken, but for writing we keep I don't know. What are you becomes whatcha. Got to becomes gotta. Have to becomes hafta. If you only study book English, you will understand the news. You will understand your teacher. But you will not understand real people on the street. You will not understand movies. You will not understand songs, because real people use shortcuts every single sentence. So do not be afraid of these shortcuts. Listen for them. Practice them. Say gonna instead of going to when you talk to yourself. Say wanna instead of want to. Say gotta instead of got to. It will feel strange at first. You might think, this is not correct English. But it is correct. It is correct for real life. It is correct for conversations. It is correct for friends. And one day, you will say wanna without thinking. And you will smile. Because you will sound real. Not like a textbook. Like a human. Tip 12. Learn the silence between words. This is a quiet tip, but very important. Most people think language is only the words, but no. Language is also the silence, the pauses, the breaths, the moments when no one is speaking. Think about a conversation. Two people talk. One says something. Then they stop. Then the other person thinks. Then they answer. That silence is not empty. That silence is full of meaning. It means I am thinking. It means that was important. It means I need a moment. When you speak English, do not be afraid of silence. If you forget a word, stop. Do not panic. Take a breath. Let the silence be there for 1 second, 2 seconds. The person you are talking to will wait. They will understand. And often, the word comes back, right in the silence. Because the silence gives your brain time to find it. Most people are so scared of silence that they fill it with and ah and like and you know. That is fine. Natives do that too. But sometimes, just be quiet. Let the silence do the work. It shows confidence. It shows that you are not rushing. It shows that you are thinking, not just reacting. Practice pausing. Read a sentence out loud. Then pause for 2 seconds. Then read the next sentence. It feels strange at first, but it sounds natural. It sounds like a real human thinking. And that is better than rushing. That is better than filling every second with noise. Silence is not empty. Silence is the frame around the picture. Without the frame, the picture is not complete. Tip 13. Do not compare yourself to others. This is a hard one. I know. You see someone on the internet speaking perfect English. You see a friend who learned faster than you. You see a video of a child speaking 3 languages. And you feel bad. You feel slow. You feel like you will never get there. But let me tell you something. Everyone learns at their own speed. That person on the internet, maybe they had a private teacher since they were 5 years old. Maybe they lived in an English country for 10 years. Maybe they practice 8 hours a day. Maybe they are only showing you their best moment. You do not see their mistakes. You do not see their bad days. You do not see the years of struggle behind that one perfect video. Your path is yours. It is not faster or slower. It is just different. Some people learn quickly but forget quickly. Some people learn slowly but remember forever. Some people are good at grammar but cannot speak. Some people speak well but cannot write. Which one is better? There is no better. There is only different. So stop looking left and right. Stop looking at other people's progress. Look at yourself. Look at yourself 1 month ago. Could you understand more now? Could you say one more sentence? Could you watch 1 minute more without feeling tired? Even one small thing? That is progress. That is everything. Celebrate that. Be proud of that. And keep going. Not because you are racing anyone, because you love yourself enough to grow. Tip 14. Make English your small secret. Do not tell everyone you are learning English. Do not post about it on social media. Do not announce it to your family. Do not put pressure on yourself. Keep it as a small secret. A quiet garden inside you. Every day you water it with a little listening, a little speaking, a little patience. No one needs to know. No one needs to judge. No one needs to say, "Let me hear you speak," when you are not ready. This takes away the fear of, "What will people think?" Because no one is thinking anything. It is just you and the language, growing together, slowly, in secret. And then, one day, you will be in a conversation, maybe with a stranger, maybe in a shop, maybe online, and you will speak easily, without fear, without translating. And someone will say, "Your English is so good." And you will smile, and you will think, "They have no idea how long this took. They have no idea how many times I wanted to give up. But I did not. And that is my secret." That feeling is worth more than any applause, because you did it for you, not for them. And that is the only way to truly learn. Tip 15. Trust your heart more than your grammar book. This is the last tip, and maybe the most important. Grammar books are useful. They help you understand the rules. They help you see the structure. But your heart understands the feeling. And feeling is more important than rules. Have you ever said something grammatically wrong, but the other person understood you perfectly? Have you ever said, "I go yesterday," and the person nodded and said, "Oh, you went yesterday?" They understood. They did not stop you. They did not correct you. They just heard your meaning. Because connection does not need perfect grammar. Connection needs honesty. It needs emotion. It needs you to try. A native speaker would rather talk to someone who makes mistakes but tries hard than someone who speaks perfectly but feels cold. Warm mistakes beat cold perfection every time. Every single time. So trust your heart. If you feel something, try to say it. Even if the grammar is wrong, even if you mix the tenses, even if you forget the word, try. Because every time you try, you build a bridge between you and the other person. And that bridge is made of courage, not grammar. Courage. And courage is beautiful. Courage is what makes a native speaker admire you. Not your perfect past tense, your brave present, your willingness to be seen, your willingness to be human. That is the heart of language. And you already have it. You have been sitting here with me for a long time, reading, listening, thinking. Thank you for that. Thank you for staying. Thank you for caring about your English. That already makes you different. That already makes you someone who does not give up. Remember, learning English like a native is not about becoming someone else. It is not about losing yourself. It is about becoming more of you, in a new language, with new sounds, with new feelings. You are not replacing yourself. You are adding to yourself, like a new color in a painting. The painting was already beautiful. Now it has more depth, more light, more life. So take a breath. Close your eyes if you want. Put your hand on your heart and say this to yourself, slowly, like a promise. I am learning. I am growing. I am allowed to be slow. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to forget. I'm allowed to try again. And I will not stop. You will get there. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but slowly, surely. One word, one sound, one quiet moment at a time. And when you finally speak without fear, when the words come out like water from a cup, you will look back at this day, and you will smile, because you never gave up. You never stopped believing. And that is the most native thing of all. Thank you for listening. Now go drink some water. Rest your mind. Be gentle with yourself. And tomorrow, just one small step, one word, one breath. I will be here, believing in you, always.